Hello, Rob from Ascendant Loft. I've got an update for you and an apology. So I'm going to start with outside. Firstly, I want to apologise for the lack of videos. The reason behind it is I've been busy at home preparing for a house inspection of the landlord. So I've been putting decking and stuff down, and I've been doing a lot of work with the birds and a lot of work on the loft. So firstly, we've put another flag up. What was happening was tired birds were always landing on the roof, which was then getting mine on the roof and attracting the hawks and this, that and the other. So I may have went a bit OTT, but it's World Cup season, so I got a load of World Cup flags. Was £2 for, how many? I think it was £2 for two, so £1 each. There's my other Union Jack, what I used to use down there. And they're permanently fixed. My birds aren't scared of them. They do keep them off the roofs, but I don't know if you can see at the bottom of the aviary yet there, one of the cocks at the hen side. That's something I need to move on to. I'll explain that in a second. Trying to think what else I've done outside. Yep. So, them flags, so they'll keep my birds off the roof, but they'll scare other birds away. I've bought these automatic burglar lights with motion sensors on and solar panels on the top. There we go. They only do it when it's dark, so you cover the solar panel there. It's basically just to help with the vision on my camera. I don't like it in infrared. As you can see, I've got one next to that one and one above that one. I don't like infrared because, yeah, you get detail, but not enough detail. Like faces and stuff like that, and I am worried. I mean, there's been quite a few loft fires I've seen on Facebook. Highly doubt they're all accidents. With regards to the training, I got sick of waving that big thing around, so I put a World Cup one just on the end of a cane and I can wave it nice and lightly. I don't really need to use it much, but it just stops it if they start coming down. Because I mean they'll go up for over an hour, and they're now trained past 27 mile, I think it is. I only go to 30. That's all I'm going to. I don't find that, well, my partner says it's not beneficial going any further, but the first training toss at 25 mile, they beat me back anyway, and it was quite late as well. I had to wait for it to cool off because it's been like 30 degrees. The veg, it's just all the same, just getting bigger. So onions, garlics and the peas. Some of them, I think it were, what was it, radishes and peppers and all that kind of stuff. They were all coming through, like they all got flooded. If you remember, I had them in the middle there in a pigeon bath. They got flooded, but they're starting to come through. I got sick of them ones, so I just trimmed them all. And them cabbages are actually turnips, which I've not long found out. So we'll get into the young bird side. Right, so the young ones have clashed with somebody else's birds. Are flying around. I've just let them out there. So I've got me 16 witches I've all seen, and also I've got a few late breds which I only moved these over last week, but they're going up and stuff already. Hugo has claimed every box. I came in one day, I deleted the video by accident. He was covered in blood. He'd ripped half of his beak off there. He's one of the old birds I used to train the young ones, but he's paired off and they're sitting eggs, so I waited till she laid the second one and I put pot eggs underneath them. About 2 weeks before racing, I'm going to take them away, get them to lay again before and replace them before the racing starts, get them keen. So these are all the late breds, a bit of a mess in here. I've been working a lot lately. I thought it would hold them back. Oh wait, get out. I thought the late breds would hold the other ones back, but they don't really. That hen with the yellow ring on there, she's in because that's who's paired off with that old bird there. See, somebody's laid another egg last night on the floor. Oh wait, out! Get out! Out! See, you've got to give them a bit of encouragement to get out the door. Out! Go on! Out! Out! I'm trying to train them so they know what out means. The birds, go on, up you get. They know what that means. Right, watch, I'll do it with this end. Go on, up you get. Go on! Oh, as you can see, some of the lay breds are, like I say, they're flying. Alright, so Hugo's got 2 babies there. He's got one in the middle, and that old one there is he's doing his own thing. I've got the extension wired up now to this pad, so it can now be controlled here. So my clocks will sit in there. The second one is a spare, but I'm going to use it next year or the year after to join the combine as well as the amalgamation. That way I can race 2 at once, because my club's a central meeting point for them. And I don't know, I'll knock these on where we are. Cabin. So this year we'll just turn the clocks on and off. Wired the light switches up, and you cannot see this, but I've wired an extra 2 batteries. One of them's an AGM for start-stop technology on the cars. The other one's just a normal one, which was broke. But what happens with a car charger you use in the house, it wants a certain voltage before it starts charging to say the battery's safe to charge. But the solar panel doesn't do that. It just rams 14.6, I think it is, or 14.4 volts into it. So we'll get it in the middle off, and I'll show you what's going on in there. Right, to the middle. I've made sliding doors on the inside. This was a massive thing for us. I didn't know whether to put Avery on the front, because this is my old bird loft for next year, the widowhood. I didn't know whether to put Avery's on it, Sputniks on one of the panels, out like that. In the end, it was cheaper just to buy some CLS timber. I had the mesh, and I bought 10 bobs for each door, and I've done it like I did the door over there. I've built the trap so it's built into the door. You can't take the bobs out or anything, because the wires themselves slide out of these green bits if they need replaced. But drilled a hole in there, and then I put it all together. Now, with regards to the door behind to stop it, I've made this string mechanism. There's not much room on the front of the door here to have a trap door on the front, so I've made this here. So to close it up, just take your elastic band off there, and then let the string drop, and just pull it to with my hand, and then voila, that's it closed. To open it, just reverse. So just put my hand through when it gets so far. Oh, not far enough. There, so you just pull it through and hook that onto the screw, and then I've just put this screw up here to keep the wire out the way. That way I can do it from outside without any risk of letting the birds back out. So as we know, this is green and yellow section. Green being cocks, so these are cocks that I've sorted out of the stock loft, 2014 birds mainly. I've sorted these to go towards my race team next year, and then I put a fantail cock in as well. And I've only opened half the boxes, so everything's colour coded. I know exactly where stuff came from. The hens from this side will have yellow rings on. The blue section, this is just hens. Same again, identical door, identical trapping system to work it. The hens in here, they've all got yellow rings on, above the life rings. Apart from that fantail there, which has a blue one, because that'll be the fantail hen. This side being, so this side here is red and white. So I'm doing the cocks as red, the white as hens, but a lot of my stock were hens white as well. So I'm going to use blue for the hens in this side. These are the cocks here, red rings on, and there's 4 here as well. There's 2 birds missing altogether, I think, but like I say, I've just started letting these out, and he has got a red ring on there. I haven't sorted the hens into which side they're going in. All the young bird hens that have been sexed have yellow rings on, but I'll just split them in half at the end. So that's the middle loft anyway. If any is like any of the ideas I've done. Oh, that's another thing actually. Them drinkers there, 1 litre. A standard milk bottle, 1 litre. So I've done 7. And I've wrote on 11 in 1, water, apple cider, stuff like that. So each section's got its own food and drinking for the week, just for easy labour. So there's no point in going down to the stock loft, really. Basically the hens are in this right hand side, with the aviary open all the time. I've put a roof on. Most of them have got white rings on as stock hens. So straight away, him there, yes, he's a blue pigeon. I cannot say his ring number. He's got a green ring above his life ring, so I know he's from a cock because it's green, from the green and yellow section. Yellow would be the hens in there. And I've changed the stock cocks to orange rings, and there's some remaining with black, but that's just because the young birds are black and white. I think I'm going to change the hens up there to purple for young bird hens. But just at a glance, I can turn around and I can say, oh, hold on, who's that? Right, green ring, he's from there. Oh, it's a blue ring. It's a hen, but it's a hen that, obviously all the hens will be in the middle, red and yellow. It's just on race day, I put them into each side so I know which hens to put into which side at a quick glance. But I can look at him now and I can say, right, he's got a green ring on. He's from that section. And then go and count up in there, which I've done a few times, and there's been the right amount of birds in there, which means I look at the rings and, oh, hold on, he's got a red ring on, so he goes in this other side. It sounds complicated, but it sounds a lot more complicated than it is actually. Got the baths going, and like I say, I'm plodding on the solar panels, putting max charge into everything. Bought myself a few new tools and stuff. But yeah, this is what racing and training looks like. Like I say, the flags, in my eyes, my birds get used to them. They won't land on the roof. It'll put them down, but it'll not keep them scared up in the air, because they know I want them up when I'm shaking that one around. But it stops strags from landing on my roof. And it's a bit of personal touch as well. That's all. But these are just fitted on. They're the World Cup ones for the cars. So they just slot on like that. All I've done is drill a hole through here, each side, and just pop the screw in. Them screws just come out like that. But what I found was when I was clipping them on, they were just blown off. With regards to the top loft, actually, while I'm here, so the drinks in here, it's the same, but I've gotten these vegetable baskets, cut them in half, so I've got the aviform and all that in the loft. Food dated Monday to Friday on the floor, well, Monday to Friday, and then there's an extra one there, because Sunday's the day I change everything anyway. And for while I'm making it, I've got that there, just to give us a quick guide. So in here, that's just all the spare corn and stuff like that. I know it says beans, I need to rub that off, but that's just all the spare corn, because there's bags of it, beans and stuff. So that's the best mixes, Walsusian, natural, stuff like that. Generally more of a light feed for the racing. Then, that's just me standard mix what I had before for the stock birds. a bit of a fatty mix, but it's not necessarily cheap. It's a bit cheaper than what I'm doing for these. And in here I have a heavier one. It's the same as a Walsusian, but it's a heavier mix. And then in this bin here, the depurative trapping seed, just in a bucket, and then 2 bins gritting. I think the other one's just sawdust, to be fair. All my receipts, so stuff I've bought in this year, stuff I've sold this year, and then at the end of the year I can tell what money I've made. Vaccination sheets, I've redone them personally because they were all wonky, and they've been like that as long as anybody knows in this club. So yeah, we're cracking on anyway. We'll get more videos uploaded, the birds race and stuff like that. Like I say, I was getting a little bit bored of making the videos, so I hate to know what you were thinking watching them. We've gotten a good few more subscribers and a lot more views as well. 27,000 views I think we're on now. But please just let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time. So thank you for watching. Like I say, I'm holding back on the videos. It's just loft updates is getting a little bit boring now. But I'm racing in 4 weeks, so we should have more frequent videos with more content also. If you'd like and subscribe, we'll do what we can.